Well, hello. It's great to have the opportunity to give you our next update on our COVID response. Things continue to really go well for us, and across our state, across Charleston and here at RVA, we continue to see the numbers head in a great direction for us. We're down to 6 inpatients now. Again, we were up to about 20. 6 is about as low as we've seen, and again, very, very happy to see that. We also continue to see reductions in our number of positive employees. Again, about 3,000 staff. We're actually down to 2 positive employees, the lowest that we've been in a long, long time. Again, those 2 employees are at home self-quarantining. We're checking on them. They're doing great. So really seeing a positive direction. I'm very happy about that. So we talked last time about as we move in a positive direction with COVID, as a hospital with a mission of taking care of veterans, we are looking at slowly reopening services in a way that's safe, but also provides care for our veterans who need it. So we have just made the decision to shift some of our COVID beds back to med-surg beds. Won't get into the details on this call, but we will share that with everybody. Still have plenty of COVID beds in case we need them, but we are starting to do some surgeries again. That we're waiting just to make sure that those patients get the care they need and need beds for those surgeries, so shifting some beds back to med-surg beds. We're still at 25% of our face-to-face visits across our health system. That doesn't mean that only 25% of our patients are getting care. We've talked a lot about virtual care and what we're doing in that arena, specifically with primary care and mental health, but also with all of our clinical services. We've really shifted more to telephone care, virtual care through the computer, just incredible things being done with virtual care. So even though we're only at 25% face-to-face visits, much more care is happening across our organization. But we're going to start scooting that number up a little bit, again, making sure that we can socially distance with our staff and our patients, that everyone's wearing masks, and to make sure that we are taking care of our veterans that need the care that we offer. The other thing I'll say, and I hope all of you are reading our VA Voyager publication that comes out. Lots of great information in that publication. Take a look at that this go around, because we're going to give some additional detail on COVID, our response, and also talk about the toll that I know COVID is playing on all of us. It's stressful. There's still uncertainty. You guys are doing incredible work, but I know that it really wears on you to have to talk about this and continue to work through this day after day, month after month. So we're going to talk about some of the tools and opportunities available to our staff. We want to support you guys through this. So if you have those stresses, if you have other things that you need to talk to us about, we come to work, but we've got families at home. If there are family issues that we can help you with, we have tools to do that. We have opportunities. So please talk to your supervisor and take advantage of those tools that we have for you. One service that I do want to highlight today that many of us don't think about is our logistics service. So throughout this event, you've heard a lot about PPE and making sure that we have the supplies that our staff need to be safe coming to work, and our patients. Our logistics team has done an incredible job making sure we have what we need. We work and do our jobs every day. We go to the supply room, we pull things off the shelf. We don't understand how much work it goes into making sure that we have what we need, especially now, because it's been tough to get some of those supplies from different vendors. There are both availability issues, shipping issues, and our logistics team has just done an incredible job making sure that we have what we need when we need it to respond effectively to our COVID crisis and really handle it extremely well. So thank you so much to all of our logistics staff, both the leadership there and every single logistics staff member. I'm saying this on this video, but please, as you see logistics staff in the hall, just thank them for what they do. They're doing incredible work for all of us. We did get one question that I'll address related to patients that are coming into our facility that need to be tested at the screening areas, or other things where they're coming in and patients having to wait in their cars because we're not allowing patients into the hospital, visitors, etc., and asking about a waiting area. So as you come into our emergency room entrance, I think all of you know On the right there, as you're coming into the building, is our mental health research building. We have made some space available in that building for visitors and others to sit and wait in the air conditioning if they need a place to wait. So just as you're walking into the right there, if you see people standing around or if you have questions, we do have waiting areas there that will allow them to stay in an outbuilding and not come all the way into the hospital. Or if they're waiting for something, they can wait there in the air conditioning. So thank you for that question. So today we're going to do like we did last time. I want you guys to see what's going on around our hospital and within our hospital related to our COVID response. We're going to take you through some other areas outside our hospital, our pre-procedure testing area, which we've moved to a building just outside our facility. You'll get to see that. And also our screening areas. So we've had an incredible work by so many staff that have helped us with screening at each of our doors with the temperature checks and asking the questions that we need to ask. The reality is that those screeners have literally impacted the lives of our veterans. That sounds strange, but they have. As we control the spread of this disease and screen at the doors, we are keeping people safe, and so you're going to get to see that today. So again, thank you for the great work that everybody's doing. You guys are, again, heroes, I think, in all of our eyes. Keep it up. Things are getting better. We're not through this yet, but keep it up. Keep up the great work, and enjoy the virtual tour that we're going to show you here in a minute. Thanks so much.
Hi, my name is Paul Langevin, and I am currently in charge of running the pre-procedural COVID testing for the facility. We also test all employees that go through occupational health. We started this back on 11 May after it was decided that we were going to open up, but we needed all patients that were having any kind of invasive procedure tested. So as of 11 May to today, we have just surpassed 2,000 employees and patients tested in this clinic. We do like a clinic-like setting, and we also do a drive-through-like setting outside. Right now, this is being staffed out of the emergency room. And there's a couple of us that have been detailed for until that point of which the ED gets all their staff in and can take over. So behind me is the emergency management tent that initially when we responded to COVID, we had to have a means of limiting the number of people that came in and out of the facility. Early on, we used this as a ED externalization, meaning what we would do in it is triage patients and rapidly assess them, and if they needed a COVID test, we could test them real quick without them ever having to go into the facility. It also allowed us to sort patients into urgent care areas or directly back into the emergency room if they're that bad. Currently right now, because our numbers are going down, we utilize this tent as a patient hold area. It's air conditioned. We will do the distancing in there. So there's multiple uses for these emergency management tents. It could be, in the future, maybe utilized as a rapid flu vaccine area where folks could come in here and get a vaccine prior to even going into the facility. So lots of uses for these types of tents.